Then I work with a bunch of League of Legends people. It's a lot. It's crazy, right? Every single little drawing in there, I spent at least an hour on it. So crazy. It's weird to see it from this perspective. That each of them, because they're little icons, so it's hard not to see it as something cheap, quick, and easy to make. But no, every single one of them is a large, normal, chibi drawing. Every one of them. It's interesting. It's because they are poorly done that we love them. The Pepes. Just a derpy, weird, funny looking character. Very expressive character too. And very unique. But yes, they are ugly designs. It's partly why they are good. For memes. So, while I was sick, I did end up making these 7 sketches. They're not perfect, but it's a place to start. He gave me a list of, I think, 18 designs to make. And he said he would like to have even more if I have ideas later. So that's what's going on. I'm playing a playlist of Super Smash music. So I have no idea what this is. I don't know if it's Earthbound or something. Probably. This music. I think it is from Earthbound. I miss playing Super Smash. It's such a good game, but I hate the multiplayer. It's always laggy. I was so excited to play the game when it came out, the one on the Wii, because I was like, finally, not on the Wii, on the Switch, because I was like, finally, a modern console, they will have fixed the internet issues, but no, they did not. It was just as laggy as the other consoles. A pain. Very disappointed. I was so disappointed, I just dropped the game right away. Because I bought the game to play on my stream with the viewers, and when I saw how laggy it was, I was so disappointed. Waste of like $60. And I'm not sure why Nintendo are getting away with it. Because other consoles, even from previous generations, had like no lags for very, very quick paced fighting games like Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So there's like no excuse. Nice. I wish I would play more Smash for sure. So I've kind of been on a shopping spree. Some items that were on my Amazon wishlist, I just decided to get them. So I bought a really good knife. I mean, I love cooking, and I only have like one good chef knife. But generally, I cook with Crystal at the same time. We just speed run cooking and make an amazing slow cooker dish. But for the prep, it's good to have two chef knives. So finally upgraded. What's the brand that I got? The Wusthof. I got the Wusthof 8-inch chef knife. Yes, basically one of the best. One of the best knives out there. And I bought an indoor bike. My family are huge, sporty, avid bikers. And my sister recently bought an indoor bike, and she's been loving it so much and doing it every day. And I was like, wait, how much was it? And she said like only $400 Canadian, which is like not expensive. In USD, that would be 300, maybe 300. That is cheap for something like that, to just work at home, to work out at home. So it gave me ideas, you know. I always said in my future home, I want like a little bit of a homemade gym. Of course, dumbbells, bar, but like for cardio, I was gonna get like, I don't know, a treadmill, and maybe, I don't know. But these bike things, they're so cheap, and it's actually such a good solid workout, and you can just do it at home while watching TV. And I realized there are so many hours in a day where I could just bike while chilling, while watching a podcast. And I work out every day currently, but not very efficiently. This is gonna be the best. I bought a really good model that just fits in my room, that you can even like fold away. That's gonna be so great. I'm super excited for it, so I'll get it next week. Mine was even cheaper than my sister's, so very good purchase. I'm shocked you didn't buy a Cintiq. That's the thing. Upgrading to a Cintiq is the same as upgrading from my French press to this fully automatic espresso maker that's $1,000. It's the same thing. In the end, I would brew coffee the same way I brew coffee now. It would just taste a little bit better. If I get this $3,000 Wacom Cintiq, my drawings will be the absolute exact same quality. I will just maybe be having more fun drawing, or be more comfortable, or my string will look better. It's luxury upgrades. It's not the same. So a luxury upgrade is a small upgrade for a lot of money. But these are the things, like the knife and the bike. It's a huge addition. It's not an upgrade because I don't have a bike at home. I don't have a treadmill. It's a pandemic. I'm stuck here. It's actually a huge addition to my life, bigger than a Cintiq would be. Don't worry, I'm calculating these things. I have the money. I could buy a Cintiq right now, and that coffee machine. I just can't make sense of that. It's too much. It's like they don't deserve that much money. I don't know. I think what's also blocking me from making these luxury upgrades is that I'm spending a lot of money this year. Like I'm paying a lawyer now for a lawsuit, so I should be very careful. And I'm gonna get my wisdom teeth removed, and that's probably like almost 2,000 per teeth. So yeah, I'll be careful. Maybe when all of these things are done, I'll buy the luxury things. Min-maxing money spent. Exactly. Thumbs up. I'll call it up. I remember recommending a slightly more reddish tone orange, but he wanted it to be a bit more yellowy and desaturated like this because it's closer to his old mascot that he loved. So that's like the in-between color of what I suggested and what he suggested. So it's kind of a bit of peachy orange, but it's still an orange. Yeah, home gym is the dream. I'll definitely get one. I'll when I'll be looking for a home, I'll look if there's like a nice basement where I could have like a TV or laptop and just workout gear. Should I do kind of a Mickey Mouse white glove? The awkward part when you need to add hands to an orange. Okay, so I used to just... Whoa. I'm surprised I used a gradient shadow instead of my hard cut cartoony thing that I'm used to. Still shaded. The meal that I'm cooking is very interesting. The name is like the 40 garlic cloves chicken, something like that. We read that and we're like, wait, what? It's in my favorite slow cooker book. It's from a really good chef in Quebec, French, like a French Canadian chef. He has like really amazing versions of like every recipe, every dish, I mean. And that's his like best of slow cooker recipes. So we had to try everything. This one sounded weird. It's just like literally 40 cloves of garlic with chicken and some wine and some stuff. So it smells like garlic a lot. I'm sure you can smell the garlic through your headphones right now. Huh? Mm-hmm. See, I would probably want a little warmer tone these days for the shadow without it being too different from the other. It's still a dilemma if I want a hard cut kind of shadow or more of a brush like this, airbrush shadow. Because of course it's a sphere, so airbrush makes a bit more sense, but it's a cartoon in my style, so then the hard cut would make more sense. But I made all of the other ones with the soft style. So maybe I should keep doing that. I made his new logo for his new YouTube channel where he reviews games, I think. So that's like a reporter. I made it hard cut, still shaded, and it makes sense. I mean, it's fine. It might be weird if I switch. Looks really good. Thanks! Reporter Orange! I'm glad you like him. Yeah, it's for Jimmy's new channel. His main channel is mostly just content around mobile games. Clash of Clans, that kind of thing. He's been big in that community for many years. I think he's just expanding now with the Twitch channel and the game review channel. Well, yeah, so that's the thing. This one uses that style, more crisp shadow. I could try crisp shadow for now. It's an easy fix if we decide, or even if I ask him and we decide against it. Hello, Emma TM. Need more reference images. Okay, so sometimes I do color the eyes with the same color as the outline, just a dark brown, but not always, as you can see. Sometimes it's fully black. Okay. I need to have a talk with past Dom and understand what's going on here. Hi. It's good to have you guys today. I should be streaming most of the rest of the week, honestly. And I'll try to clear a lot of these oranges. The sooner I'm done with that, the faster I'll be producing YouTube stuff after. I haven't started yet my big tutorial class thing. I think I told myself I'll finish Persona 5, which I've been playing on the evenings, and then after that I will start the program. I know Crystal has been so excited for me to play this game. I'll just finish it. And I will probably make a couple of Etsy prints with Persona 2. The art is amazing, and I like the characters a lot. Kirby! I love Kirby. I don't know if any of you have been here long enough to see me play Kirby or any retro games actually. It's one of my favorite thing to do. I used to play lots of retro games on my stream, like 8-bit Nintendo or Super Nintendo things. I just love that so much. I haven't played in a while though, because I can't afford gaming on stream too much right now for a little while. Yay! Thank you so much, Emma. I'm happy to hear. You command a card for a new deck. Wait, of what? Pokemon? MTG? I was gonna say is that next, okay. Nice. So you're a MTG player? I only played MTG a long time ago when I was literally 12. That game is old because, you know, when I was 12, it was probably somewhere in the 1950s. I'm just that old. MTG's old. So I played that just a little bit with one of my friends. Bought a deck or two and tried. I found it super complicated at first. And, you know, the game was in English and I was not fully bilingual yet. But I did really like appreciate the concept, the art on the cards. There's a lot to appreciate. These days it's D&D for me. I have D&D tonight. Actually. But yeah, MTG sounds really fun. If I would play any card game, I would definitely go MTG. It's like fantasy, Dungeons and Dragons style. And it's the one that has the most merit. There's a lot of copycats of that style. Pokemon is really popular too, and it was also popular at that time when I'm talking about, like when I was in high school. I mean, none of this was popular in my high school, but it existed. Like it was in game stores and stuff like that. It's so weird. I lived in an era where being a geek was not cool yet, in the early 90s or late 90s, I guess. I was in high school. You know, manga came to America around that time for the first time in a book format, and I started reading Dragon Ball and Ranma, Battle Angel, Alita. And they called me Dragon Ball at school because it was this odd. Like, they were not ridiculing me much. It was not something to be bullied over, but nobody else but me was reading manga in school. It's so weird. Same with card games. Like, where are the geeks? I think geeks were hiding because it was not cool. It was still not cool to play video games, to play game cards. Huh. Yeah, I would say it was not a big city. Not country, but a small city. Small city in a pretty, like, tough school full of bad boys and girls at that prefer bad boys. Yeah. But when I was I don't know 16, I started meeting more people, more friends that were into games and manga. And one of them was a bit older than me, and he showed me around, and he brought me to the University of Ottawa, which was like next town. This town, actually, right now that I live in, Ottawa, it's right next door to my hometown, which was a French town. Anyways, yeah, I was in high school, but he brought me to the University of Ottawa. Whoa! There was an arcade, a big arcade under the university, and some guys studying in translation. They were hosting every Friday a screening of anime. These were like coming straight from Japan. They made the translation, and every week there was a little schedule like, okay, this week we continue Rurouni Kenshin. After that we're gonna watch Slayers. Of course, I'm naming some oldies. And at some point I saw Princess Mononoke. Years before Disney bought the distribution rights. Isn't that pretty crazy? My mind was blown. You know, I was a little artist slash musician, and this movie just like changed my life right then. It was insane. Seeing that in that little screening with a couple of nerds in high school, nobody knows about it. I was like, what? To me, that was like the new Lion King. And nobody knew about that in North America. But thankfully, a few years later, everybody knew about it. And of course, it was the new Lion King. Animation wise, it won all of the prizes an animation can win. It had the most amount of drawings, I think, ever or something. Ghibli movies are absolutely fantastic. I haven't seen that many. When I took the time to think about it and look at it, I've only seen maybe 4 Ghibli movies. I recently finally saw Howl's Moving Castle. Before that, I only saw Spirited Away and Princess Mononoke. At least, to my defense, I saw it way before most people here. But but I'm a fake fan because I have not watched like Totoro and Tiki's Delivery Service. I have not watched a lot of Ghibli movies. I should catch up sometime. Everybody plays the same sport in small town. There's a lot of truth in that. In small towns, being quirky is not as well received as in big towns. In big towns, you have a lot of every type of people. It's kind of accepted to be a bit whatever you want. I noticed it because I've lived both lives. You know, I grew up in that smaller town and then moved to Montreal. In Montreal, it's Halloween every day. You can wear whatever you want, you can be whatever you want, and it's okay because there's too many different peoples to be like, ha, you're different, you're weird. Dude, my nose is like droopy. And it's, yeah, small town. I always say it because, you know, I mean, I live right next to my hometown here, and I always make fun of them because I feel like most of the girls have the same hair color, dye, you know, like or hairstyle. they always do the same thing to belong. I feel like. So same. It was the same in high school. We had like the shittiest clothing trend of all time, but I had to follow with it and wear like extra large clothes. Otherwise, I don't belong. It was awful. What is that? Okay. Well, I'm so bad at chat. NTG is a great way to spend an evening with friends. Absolutely, just a very, just like D&D, you know. I get a lot from D&D with my friends. It's just a new way for us to game, to be nerds together instead of playing World of Warcraft or something. Games have an end, or one of us gets really bored of it. But D&D, I don't see us becoming completely over it, because these games, you make them how you want. If we are a little bit bored of fantasy, we can still make a new campaign in a different setting. D&D is the way. It's the way for old boys like us in our like late 30s to just be nerds together, have boys' nights, have a few drinks. It's amazing. I love that these days boys' nights are changing into anyone's night, just geeks. You know? Because like I was gonna say, these days girls are nerds too. Play games, watch anime, play D&D, and this is really how it should be. I'm so happy that it's become like this. It sucked that it was not like that in high school. So many girls would, I mean, honestly, girls were probably playing video games with their brothers at home and didn't talk about it. It's weird. I feel like most people grew up playing video games these days. Because look, my sister, she's a bit older than me. She's from my hometown. She never played games. She's living that good old life, that gameless life. It was for nerds, you know. It was only for nerds back in the days. Ew, you play games? What are you, a nerd? That's how it was in the 90s. Welcome back, Spaghetti. So now I'm going out with a girl that's a full-blown bigger nerd than me, bigger gamer and anime watcher than me. I'm the TV geek though, like the movies and TV dramas. That's me. But she watch actually more anime than me. Plays games for a living. Nerd gang, rise up! Exactly. It's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah, from growing up in a place where being a nerd, being a geek is bad and no girls ever want to be a girl with a guy like that or have no interest in that period, to being with a girl that like is a huge gamer. It's so fun. See, maybe that's why I'm with a girl that's like many years younger than me. Because I never have known a girl my age that was that would get me and my interests. You gotta find someone who gets your interests or even has similar interests. And that's what I did. She's younger than 24? No, I just turned 37, buddy. I literally just turned 37 this weekend. This last weekend. That's right. That's right, I could be your granddad. So she's turning 27 next month. Wow, we're currently 11 years apart. Oh my gosh, what are we, Celine Dion and her manager? No, I think they were like 30 years apart. It's funny because Celine Dion, you know, I know a lot about her because she's French Canadian. You know, she's our queen, where I come from. So I know a lot about her background, her life here. Anyways, so at first people were judging a lot because she started having a relationship with her manager, longtime manager Renee Angelil. They were like 30 years apart or something. So at first nobody was shipping them, but many years after, everybody was shipping them. They were like actually a really cute couple, and we all learned that yeah, this manager guy was actually like just a sweet teddy bear and really fits with her more like dominant character. And it was pretty sad when the world lost Renee a couple years ago. Then she made a tour, and it was pretty sad. Yeah, I'm really cool with age things, you know. After 22 years old, do whatever the fuck you want. And be with whoever the fuck you want. As long as it makes sense for you and her, you know. Common interests and stuff and place in your life. Because, yeah, it makes sense for me to be with a younger girl, honestly. The way I shaped my life was just so uncommon. Like most girls in their early 30s, they want to be in a place, in a house, a steady job, and start having babies. And for me, my life just basically started when I was 31. And I live like this, I don't know, have these ambitions, and my job and life was definitely not stable, and it won't be for a while. I'm gonna start traveling soon, living the life. So it would make more sense for me, if I will ever have kids, to have them in a couple years still. To grow my businesses, find some more success, and start traveling a lot, you know, because it's something I've always wanted to do. So yeah. It makes sense that I met someone a little bit younger. I'm living that younger lifestyle. With the startup businesses. Not accepting you, 21 years old. Good thing I just turned 22. Wow, spaghetti, I'm nearly 40. Okay. Rude. uh, it's funny when we're a teenager, like being 40 sounds so old, so far in the future. But the real reality out there is that it, you know, 80 years is such a tiny lifespan in the it's just a moment in history. It's a tiny moment in the grand scheme of space. We're absolutely relevant and live tiny, tiny, tiny lives. We're all young until we die. That is the true reality. But among each other, we tend to alienate. We really alienate old people and view them as different entities that are just kind of miserable, instead of people that were just as young and awesome and cool as us, and that, you know, these old people are wise and they've seen shit, you know, they've experienced a lot of shit, and we just I don't like how we see old people. I just hate it. We lack empathy for old people, because we're always like, you know, when you're like 19, the only thing cool for you is other 19-year-olds. Everything older than that is just stupid ass old people that are just dumb for being old. Why is it like that? And you feel it, because when you're like 28 and you go to a bar where there's a bit too many young people, you already have these judgmental looks for being old, and you don't feel cool anymore and accepted. And you kind of wish you were accepted by these younger people. Why is it like that? This is so weird. Old people were that young before, and I don't know. They just know more shit. So why are they not cooler? Hey, at least you're the same age as Henry Cavill. Oh my god. Good. And I'm still younger than Keanu Reeves. Hi, Dens. Well, I was not streaming for a long time. My Twitter says why. There was a reason. And I'm mostly back. I will be streaming about 3 days a week. And try this new schedule, like a steady 3 days a week. And the rest I'll be working on YouTube. But yes, I have been away like months. Like 2 months. I was mostly like sick. Keanu is the Old Spice himself. Yeah, why are like 19 to 25 years like the cool bracket and everything else sucks to them, and everybody outside of that feels like they suck in comparison. Like they want to belong, they want to be accepted by people of that age. Why is it like that? The truth is, people under 25 are still babies. They have no freaking idea who the fuck they are and who the fuck they want to be. Now, why do we want to belong and be accepted by these babies? Crystal is sending me a bunch of thumbnails that I need to make for her. She's giving me all that work. The monkey rap. Yeah, maybe I'm fighting back for the years that it was not accepted to be a nerd, and now I'm this old now, and I can be as geeky as I want and have like figurines in my background and stuff like that, and play video games as part of my living. I do love the Twitch culture so much because we can be a man child and it's okay. Like, it's literally okay. And I love that. I can be myself. Like, fuck the old standards, you know? At this age, you know, people used to be always just married with the money in stocks, and they're building their pension, and times are different. We're living differently. Most of my friends don't have kids. We play D&D. They're all a couple. They're just living. The expectations are different these days. Did you miss my daily roasts? No, but the way I say that people under 25 are still babies, it's also in the defense of people under 25. Because content creators that get destroyed and on Twitter and cancelled when they are like anywhere under 25. I'm so against that. We change so much. We still change so much until the 30s. I hate that people get absolutely destroyed for the content that they created before, like before even when they were 20, you know? Like give people a chance to evolve a little bit before you destroy their career forever. I just love Kirby. I played the old Kirby games so much. Did you guys know my print on Etsy that sells the most is the Kirby one? It surprised me so much. It really makes me want to make more takes on Super Smash. You know that one? That one is selling a lot. And it's one of the artworks that I've made the fastest. It makes me happy because I'm finally starting to make quick, full paintings with the background, everything. Just like a full piece, boom, put that on a print. And that's what I want to do every single week. You know, just record myself painting a full piece, put it on YouTube and also on Etsy. And then it grows both businesses at the same time. But you see, I'm using this style that I've been using where it's not as like cel shaded clean as most people's styles from like manga art and stuff. I'm using a bit more of a gritty style of rough brush painting, which is kind of where I'm going with my own style for these bigger artworks. So I like that I can start twisting these fan arts with my own little style. I like that. I like that. Yeah, the Sephiroth Kirby. It's popular. So I need to make more things like that. Do you guys hear the music well? How well do you hear it? Is it too low? I'm wearing a D&D shirt because I'm playing D&D tonight. Woo! Beware of the smiling DM. Perfect for you? Okay. Spaghetti, can you smell the garlic through your headphones? Because it smells like a lot of garlic here. Like I said, we made a slow cooker meal that literally includes 40 cloves of garlic. 40. It's amazing. When we saw that recipe, we were like, what? We knew we had to try it because we like every recipe from that chef. I'm really slow right now, but this is fine, and this is still a good pace to have fun and to end up with my 18 whatever emotes done by next week sometime. It's my last client. Okay, I'm lying. I got a few new orders. 1 emote for Solo Man, 3 emotes for Nikki. That's it. Beautiful. Beautiful. So it's basically my last commission. Oh, and if I catch up in a week and a half with my emotes, instead of reaching out to new clients this year, I don't mind taking the hit. The hit, I mean, because of course I make more money consistently if I just keep having people in my queue. But I'm gonna take a little hit to grow businesses this year. And I'm gonna make a lot of cool art for my Etsy store on my stream. That will be my content for a while. As soon as I'm caught up, as long as my other clients are not adding more work, which they always do, I'll be spending my streaming days making content for Etsy. this is fun. I have ideas. I'm gonna make stickers. I could make some Super Smash chibi. So like just cute drawings of Super Smash characters together and stuff or whatever, and make them on stickers and just accumulate a bunch of cool things like that for my Etsy store that might sell. Yeah, I'll just make a bunch of cute drawings for my Etsy store, or even start a print for that I record for my YouTube, but just do it on stream, you know. So I won't even need to queue up any emotes, really. Oh, and I can do emotes for my Etsy store to like continue like I've done with the Genshin emotes. I definitely had other ideas for that. No, I didn't watch any. No, I won't watch anything Baldur's Gate 3 until I decide to play it. Anything I should know? I'm hesitating on adding a little glare in the eyes for these type of eyes, of eye expression. Wait, I should add the white. Wait, oh, I did. What's going on? Oh. Oh, I thought you watched it. Okay. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Yeah, maybe I keep the little eye glare. Hey, there you go. This is looking. Looks like we have 2 emotes, folks. Thumbs up and a thumbs down. Actually pretty clean. I'll tweak them later. I just want to do the gross version for now. Do you guys watch any podcasts on YouTube? Or any content on YouTube? Let's talk about YouTube. What do you guys watch on YouTube? If you do. I feel like everybody watches YouTube, but for very different reasons sometimes. Some people, it's just for like tutorials on how to build things. You know, there's everything on YouTube, and that's kind of what's cool about it. It's a place to learn, it's a place to get entertained, and all in one place for sure. Car stuff, sim racing. I'm not sure how that goes. It's basically your TV. Yeah, it's YouTube definitely has a role for me that nothing else can fulfill. I watch Twitch when I want to go hang out with the communities that I know well, and I know the streamer well, and I have like a lot of friends in there, and we kind of hang out, just like you guys are hanging out. When I want to more actively hang out and be part of a discussion live, I will be on Twitch. Or when I feel lonely, you go on Twitch, because there's something like social going on there. And when I want just good offline content to watch in my own time, YouTube. Like YouTube, I love watching podcasts in my own chosen time, which is why that's good. It works, you know. It doesn't need to be live. If it's live, you compete with every other people that are live at the same time, and people's schedules themselves. You literally compete with people's jobs when you stream live. But on YouTube, people watch when they are ready to watch, and that's beautiful. That's great. So it's worth it to just put in the time, make good content on YouTube. Anyone can watch, and you compete with no one. So yeah, I do watch some podcasts of boys that I like their views or they share a lot with mine. Maybe in my age groups. So I watch mostly YouTube for podcasts. Of course, a bit of everything else. But yeah, especially podcasts. And the third thing is, of course, movies and series. I'm not missing any good series. I'm always like, I don't know, I'm probably a good reference for suggestions and stuff. Like, I'm a big TV nerd for that. Of course, from streaming services, I would never watch real TV ever again. I'm done. I'm done with real TV and ads in the middle. Nope. Okay, I started watching Last Week Tonight by John Oliver on YouTube. Okay. I'm gonna give it a Google just in case I know a little bit. Okay. Really? That's on YouTube? Interesting. That would be very smart of them. I think that mainstream medias need to move to YouTube instead of bashing it and and ridiculing the YouTubers all the time. They should. If you can't beat them, join them. They absolutely should, because TV is dying and streaming services are thriving. So CNN and everyone should move to platforms like that. For sure. Streaming platforms. 100%. Hi, Torik! Thank you for the 8 months support. You beautiful devil. Appreciate you. Let me catch up a bit. YouTube has given me so many new interests. Yes. I watch a Bachelor related podcast. I don't blame you. I have a lot of friends who are just addicted to The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, the fiance thing. And I get it. The only reason I'm not watching it is because, I mean, we all know that it's dumb content, but it's dumb content that's entertaining, and I think that's fine. I think it's fine to be entertained by dumb content. I think I don't want to be sucked in that dumb content right now. I've watched reality before. I just feel like there's other things that would be more happy to consume than that right now. But I absolutely understand how, like, if I would watch one episode of 90 Day Fiancé, I would probably be sucked in because it does that really well. It's really smart people behind that dumb content, I have to say. Really, really. So, I would never judge for the Bachelor thing. I get it. That's how I got into Twitch and more into gaming. I started watching Twitch during quarantine. Right, quarantine has been pretty good for Twitch, even though Twitch has been having a lot of bad takes, bad moves last year and this year, I think. But overall, it's been a good year for these platforms. YouTube is basically giving me job training. Yeah, it's getting people into art and stuff. It's really good. Into hobbies. But yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, the podcast that I'm watching right now, I do watch a lot of the H3 podcast. You know, they're dudes in their 30s with very similar interests and views as me. And they talk about the YouTube sphere and funny stuff or drama stuff, and it's just fun. I watch that. I used to watch a lot of like Shane Dawson. Well, his new content, you know, his newer content, not the old stuff where he got a lot of backlash for. I just watched a lot of the new stuff from him, and I did enjoy that before he got mega cancelled. and his cameraman, whom we all loved, which is a really fun guy. His cameraman, what's his name? Andrew Siwicki, and another old Shane Dawson friend, Garrett Watts. They started a podcast together, and it's the funniest thing ever. These two guys together, these two boys together, they started a podcast called Sweet Boys. They are so freaking fun. It's so chill. It's drama free. I actually recommend this Sweet Boys podcast from scratch. It's nonsense. It's just nonsense. I like it a lot. It's super chill. Art vids and the swords have given me help. Hi, Jack. Jack of all trades. When honing garbage stuff. I like long form art vids, really, and streams. To see how people actually draw. Interesting. Yeah, because I always thought, short content, speed paint is a bit more popular than just a regular old like Bob Ross full-fledged real-time show. But it's cool to see that some people like you appreciate that. You never know. I have a lot of ideas for my art content on YouTube. That's why I'm very eager for like next week to start working hard on that. Like I know where I'm going. For now, I have these 2 series on YouTube, and then eventually I'll add more as it grows. Off-board my Twitch affiliate? What does that mean? To remove your Twitch affiliate? And like get away from the program? Valheim? My game of the year. Oh, I haven't played that. I'm not playing a lot lately. Of different new games. I'm currently playing Persona 5, and that's a really long game. Oh boy, so I'm not gonna catch up to all the games I want to play at this rate. Oh, here's an Uwu emote. Yeah, Persona 5. I have a lot to say about it, but I guess I'll make a coffee time doodles about it for sure as soon as I'm done with it. But I crave the drama. Yeah. The whole Shane Dawson thing. That's such a topic though. That's very interesting. I used to think that humans can't change, but being older, I feel like that's wrong. The only thing to change is people need to want to change, and you can absolutely change if you want to change. And I feel like the past couple of years, Shane Dawson really wanted to change. I think he did change. But then he got cancelled really hardcore for the things that he's done in the past. And the little beauty drama community when he left the beauty drama community. Which ignited people to search his old content and trash him. Because it's weird, I see some of Shane Dawson's old shitty trashy jokes, and I feel like around the days that he was making these shitty trashy jokes, super edgy. It was an accepted type of humor back then, and I saw many people, including my close friends, make shitty, trashy jokes like that. Today they are more woke and they avoid these trashy jokes because they're not funny anymore. And I don't know. I don't know. I think people can evolve for sure from the content and jokes that they made 20 years ago. Okay, it's less than 20, but I have a more forgiving view on that. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't believe someone that is not, because you know how people call Shane Dawson a pedophile now, all these insane things because of some kind of edgy jokes he's made in the past. Well, truth is, he's not a pedophile. Anyone who's been abused knows what a pedophile is, and making shitty jokes is not the definition of being a pedophile. And I think that's a really insane thing to call someone when it's the wrong definition, you know? And the truth is, someone like Shane Dawson has actually never committed a crime. And his career is like destroyed, and everybody on Twitter want to lynch him until he actually wants to kill himself. Like, they will never be satisfied until he wants to kill himself. I'm absolutely against that type of cancel culture. The dude is crimeless. He wants to change since many years. Apologized many times for his past. It came back again, and now he's like, okay, well, shit, I guess career is over, but people want him to kill himself. It's like, these days, people want you dead, even if you have not committed any crime. It's pretty insane. And then you lose your whole career. That's pretty insane. But people that are never sorry for the mistakes they did and they just keep making content, for example, that's bad. That's really bad. You need to be accountable. You need to show people that you want to change. That's the first step for sure. Which I think he did. But I don't know. I don't know if he can ever come back. Oof. That's why it's such an interesting story. The Shane Dawson thing. Anyways. I forgot when I was talking about the podcast that I watched recently. There's also this one, a new one. It's with Ethan from H3 podcast, and it's an unlikely duo with Trisha Paytas, the very complicated, the complex, and troublesome Trisha Paytas. They trashed each other's for like a whole year last year, and they ended up creating a podcast together called Frenemies, and it's currently like the best content on YouTube right now. And yeah, they dragged Shane Dawson a bit too because Trisha used to be Shane's best friend, and lately he's been Shane is dragged again for being a bad friend now. What's up, Jack? Didn't want to delete. Yeah. I agree to that. Yeah, good take, Jack. That's yeah, I agree. But from another perspective, though, the tatty thing, from my perspective and all that I saw from that, she seems a bit like she's not who she portrays to be. I would agree with PewDiePie and many others on that. She seems a bit snaky. Welcome to the drama show with Dom, where we discuss YouTube drama. And hopefully we'll never be a part of it. Dummy T, exactly. I'm friends with Eugenia Cooney, by the way. She's been just a friend. Like, we've been working together for a while now, and we've been always very friendly. And she's a friend. I like her views on a lot of things. She's is strongly against cancel culture, like me, but she gets in a lot of trouble for very publicly defending some friends that are in the heat like that, like Shane or Jeffrey. Oh, so her Twitter is like, it's a shit show. Half of the people really support her and love her content and everything, and she's super sweet. She's naturally very very sweet and has really good content on YouTube and stuff. But on the other side, she supports people like Shane Dawson, and in this climate, it's a pretty tough thing to do without receiving a lot of hate. No, you're doing fine. I think you have a good neutral view on that, Jack. That's perfect. That's all I think I would hope that people have. Start with a neutral stance and be more empathetic. People are not businesses, they're people on the internet, on the other side of the screen. So when they get death threats and shit for like, it's rarely warranted, you know. They don't have, I don't know. Ugh. But yeah, no, you're right, and I will agree that it's a tricky case. He's done a lot of shit. Seems like he did change a lot and might be able to change even more, but he did a lot of shit. Just a tricky situation worth discussing about, and it's not black and white, you know. So that's why I'm not like, Shane, come back. You're perfect. The others are wrong. And I'm not going on the lynching bandwagon with the rest of Twitter at all, you know. Maybe because I think content creators in general are more empathetic of creators getting cancelled, because they are creators themselves and they understand how bad it feels when the public hates you, and because you're just one person, you're just a human, you're just literally someone who wants to be loved out there in the public space, and you receive all of these death threats and millions of people on Reddit shitting on you. Man, that's insane. So when you go through that, you have more empathy towards other creators going through that. Second chances are my cup of tea. That's why you shouldn't be sorry here, because we have exactly the same view. Held accountable, not cancelled. I like that. That's a good take. Yeah, held accountable. Instead of like destroyed, delete your life, you know. Yeah. Just you ever decide of getting an air fryer? No, I'm not. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. Just like many people are not there with bidet yet, and I am. Bidet is the best thing in the world. Well, I'm not there yet. The concept of air fryer is super new to me. I heard that for the first time from you like a month ago. So, and you know, none of my recipes would ever say like I have no air fryer recipe. You know what I mean? I have a bunch of amazing recipes, and none of them would be air fryer meals. Um, I would kind of just start from scratch with the air fryer world, and I have yet to have an interest created. It might come eventually, I don't know. Instant pots. I'm a huge user of... Wait, how do you call that? Slow cooker. I slow cook every week. Recently, every single week, I slow cook a big meal that lasts me a couple days. It's just amazing food made in 15 minutes. It's so good. So yeah, slow cooker is my life. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll have incentives to get these eventually. Hello, Almost Art. When I'm not broke, there's many cooking supplies I'm gonna get. Yeah, I've been getting there. So I bought my big German, expensive, beautiful, amazing chef knife. I love cooking. I've always did, and you know, all of my cooking gear that I'm ever gonna buy from here is good quality stuff that will last. So I bought a really top quality chef knife, and I bought also... I didn't even tell Crystal yet. I bought a magnetic thingy board thing, you know, to put on the wall and put your knives on it. I love that. I had that in my old apartment and I miss it. It's sanitary, it's ergonomic, it looks good. There's very little downsides to have a good magnetic board, especially the ones made of wood, so that they really don't affect your knife. Just wood with a very strong magnet, and you just attach all of your knives on it. Just a big magnet for knives. It's awesome. So I bought that, and I'm gonna be able to throw away my little knife box that takes space on the counter, and also less sanitary because it can mold in there, the little holes in the wood. Air fried French fries. Is it good? I mean, isn't oil making a French fry good? Like, is it like the ultimate way to replace oil? Yeah, much healthier for sure, but it can actually replace oil. Air fried French fries. The thing is, potatoes are healthy. They are. We see them bad because we're so used to putting like a 1,000 calories worth of oil on them before our serving. But potatoes without oil are healthy and full of vitamin C and everything. Find that you can get things even more crispy with air frying. Okay, well, you know what? Even just for fried potatoes that are tasty with air frying, that could be an incentive enough to want an air fryer. Imagine healthy fries that have a very similar texture than oil fried things. Fries. Oil fried fries. What about fried chicken? This is chill. It's very chill. Thank you for being here with me today, guys. I was eager to stream again. Should be here again tomorrow. Oh, I appreciate you, Jackie. I mean, it's like a play Jack Eval trades, but I'm calling you Jackie. Yeah, Jackie. I'm wondering if you found me through YouTube. It's always my favorite question when people say yes. I'm like, YouTube hype. YouTube has been the only way I've been getting new faces here, and it's we're gonna get more. That's the plan. More awesome faces of people that like chill and art and fun discussions. I'm gonna bring more people from YouTube this year. I wonder if Pixel has any interesting cooking machines. I don't know. I know his cooking has changed a lot since he became vegan. So he probably bought some new machines, new stuff. And uses probably less slow cooker because, I mean, there are some vegetarian recipes to do with a slow cooker, but everyone that I have is like with meat. I really want a good chili recipe though. Thanks for following. For Twitch recommended? What? Wow. That's awesome. Thanks for joining. Yeah, well, when I went to Pixel's place in LA, he made me a good. Um, he made me and Crystal some good grilled cheese. Very good grilled cheese. Very nasty good grilled cheese. I think that's all he cooked for me though. It's the last time that I got some Pixel cooking, but not the least. I mean, we've been on many dates with Pixel. He took us to his favorite ramen place in LA. Yep, I tasted the best ramen in LA. It was fantastic. There was this server that looks just like Dwayne Johnson. Just like him, but Japanese. He's the Japanese Dwayne Johnson. People take pictures with him. And also, he has a magical ability that makes him impossible to take a picture with, or something like sneaky pictures. I tried so many times to get a sneaky picture of him. They all failed. What else did I eat over there? We had. He took me also to the Tsukamen place, which is another type of like soupy noodle-y Japanese meal that is not ramen. Instead, you have like an even thicker broth, a very thick, unhealthy, extremely tasty broth, kind of a soup bowl, and a separate bowl with all of your perfectly cooked thick noodles. And you pick them with your chopsticks and dip them in that heavy broth and eat it. It's different, right? It's not the same as eating typical ramen soup. And that was very good. I've only had that at one time. I remember it being very, very good. I'm so eager to travel because at some point I think me and Crystal will be able to like travel vlog. I mean, we're both content creators. We both have jobs that we can do from distance, and we both really, really want to travel. So I think if we go to Japan, I mean, we'll go to Japan next year, and I don't think we will have like the budget yet to spend on like live streaming plans and gears. It must be really expensive to live stream like with just a roaming plan. Yeah, we have to look into it though. We can definitely record easily, just have a cam and just put this up on YouTube for sure. But for live streaming, that would be fun. I was just gonna say I'm eager to go to Japan and try all of these amazing dishes and document it. I love food. I mean, I love everything that's refined in the world that humans created. From art to scotch to movies, you know, every piece of art, including culinary. Just taking what the nature is giving us to eat and just elevate it to very beautiful levels and tasty levels. I think it's awesome. People are just being extremely creative with cooking since the dawn of time. And there's all of these recipes to find in the world. It's really, really cool from all of these different cultures. And I'm so happy now, compared to even just up to 30 years ago now, these big towns like Ottawa, Montreal, every big town is like so multicultural. That one day you eat Indian, the next day you eat Middle Eastern shawarma, and then Korean and Japan. I had some Peruvian the other day and Moroccan. It's awesome. Isn't it great? In a similar way that I love Twitch for being international, and I love that everybody, including me, has learned English as a second language to be able to communicate like that on the internet around, like just it's becoming just a global second language. And now more than ever, we can communicate with everyone around the world. That is so cool. I love that I have friends all over the world, and I can more than ever understand that we're all the same. That there's like no moral differences between cultures. There's shitty and good people everywhere. You just need to find the good people in every culture, and you realize, okay, they actually share like the exact same values over there as us here in Canada. It's pretty awesome. Like we had it all wrong, you know? In history of humanity, we always had wars from the smallest clans, and it all spawns from being different, not understanding each other. Now that we do understand each other and we share so much and we trade and we watch movies from different countries now, you know, like we watch content from Korea, I watch content from Japan, from Spain, from France. It's all connected. Like our new generations will not want any war. Ever. Because we will all have friends all over the world soon, thanks to the internet. And why would you want to go to war against your friend? That may be very optimistic of me, but hey. Good. You actually recognize my art. After I sat down for a sec, a ton of my friends used... Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't work with that person anymore, but I did create the mascot. Shawarma is the best. Yes, it's so good with that little garlicky sauce. The shawarma is great. I mean, I'm a big fan of sandwiches in general, from literally every single culture. You know? Like burritos, shawarma, you know. Sandwiches are the best. I'm wondering if that ooh does the job here. I might want to give more accents in some way. Because they vote. Wow. I don't know. I think humans mostly want similar things, even if they have different political systems and stuff. Like you look at China. They currently have that government, and if they could, I think they would absolutely change it. What are we doing? I don't know if I want some kind of like... Ah. That's the one thing that you can do a lot more on Twitch than YouTube, is being connected to your audience. We were talking about the differences earlier of Twitch and YouTube. So YouTube is like the place now to get more people to discover you and your content. But then you move them to Twitch to just have live discussions. I'm still super intrigued though. YouTube might destroy Twitch in the next year. I'm not sure. It just depends how much YouTube pushes the streaming. Ludwig is doing it right because in 2 streams... Oh, he streams in a way to make a video out of it. Yeah. But you know, most successful streamers are doing exactly that in various forms. Like Crystal is doing that. And that's why she's growing. Crystal is a 300 viewers average streamer right now, except when she plays Persona games and she gets over 1,000 now. Like next week, Crystal will have over 1,000 with the new game. It's pretty cool. But yeah, she's doing exactly that. Everything is recorded. She makes YouTube highlight videos out of it. That's the best way, because if you can recycle your content, it's way better than spending 3 days making a YouTube video from scratch and full-time streaming the rest of the week. That's like 2 jobs. So you have to be able to recycle your content. And I'm doing this in a similar way, or I'm preparing for that. Because if I draw, for example, an artwork, because normally on the weekends now I film myself making a full painting for YouTube. If I would film myself while streaming, that would be amazing. I would save the day, and also that would probably be cool content for Twitch. This is where I'm going soon. But I was just not comfy yet, because making these big artworks is still so new for me, and it's such a big leap. It's such a big leap. It takes so much expertise to make. So I was always a bit nervous about streaming that. But I'm getting there. I'm getting more and more confident in my big artworks, since I'm figuring out my style too. So there's a chance that I might add that content to Twitch soon and like recycle it into YouTube content. Imagine that. I film myself drawing that print on Twitch for a video on YouTube, and at the same time as a print on Etsy. That's many birds. That's like a chain of bird. Like, I don't like you guys. I don't like you guys, little birds. And they all die and fall a horrible, painful death. I always found that expression pretty dark, killing birds with 1 stone. Wait, that gave me a comic idea. I'll take notes. I've had a lot of comic ideas lately. I need to continue my comic. I miss my comic. Wait, I don't want to... Okay. To give away all of my comic ideas. Leaked. Alright. If you did that on Twitch, I think so. I think there's, well, at least in the browsing art category, yeah, I might get more randoms from the art category if I draw like a cool looking big artwork, more than just tiny emotes for sure, but not that much though, because there's no real good organic traffic in the art category, anyways. But it would, maybe I would retain viewers a bit better. I don't know. It would be better content for sure, and I agree to that. So as soon as I'm like comfortable streaming these artworks on stream, I should do that. If anything, I should do that full time, because they become Etsy at the same time. Prints. That's business. So in a different way than being directly paid by my clients, I would get paid for that content through Etsy. Yeah, that's cool. I would love that. You're entertained? Oh, cute. As I missed my old playlist so much. I have no idea. I'm playing video game music today because I have less chance of getting DMCA'd than if I play my old playlist with a bunch of different bands. So I don't know what I'm trying, because I don't even know if my uwu orange should be shiny. I don't know why I tried that. So what do you think, chat? 1, 2, or 3? It doesn't need to be shiny. That might be better for a different emote. I don't know. I don't know why I tried that. I just thought I'd try to add something, but it maybe 1 is better. You know, maybe number 1 is enough. Because the expression, what's the expression? It's just uwu. It's just about being cute. More Vu. That's a good question. Well, I don't like being in a different mood than the stream. And I don't like not being able to control the quality of the music that you guys hear. It's definitely an important part of the content. So if I'm here listening to some Nightwish and I'm like singing Nightwish, like, oh my god, it's so good, oh this song, fuck yeah, and you guys are listening to some shitty free music that someone made in high school that I didn't really proof check for quality before, that ruins the content. I hate it. I like it when we share the same mood, you know, like we can both talk about the good song that's playing right now. Yeah. You would have a stream with no music? Maybe if I was playing a game. You like 3 and 1? 1 or 3 for you so far? Alright, we'll oops. My neck hurts a bit. Oh, I need to make an artwork and a coffee time doodles about Zelda. I have so much to say about my experience when A Link to the Past came out on Nintendo. Like, I have a lot to say about that, but I could milk it with playing Breath of the Wild and kind of reviewing that at the same time in the same video, and time it with Breath of the Wild 2. Okay. Let's just take notes. Yeah. You guys want to be spoiled on the next Coffee Time Doodles? Or at least the ideas? I'm finishing the one about Cyberpunk. It won't necessarily be about Cyberpunk because that would be maybe boring, but the artwork will be Cyberpunk. Uh, Attack on Titans. I have another Dark Souls 3 artworks coming. I have a really good idea for a nice print of Mario and Luigi that may or may not include Yoshi and Kirby. Castlevania. I want a good Castlevania episode. Zelda. After playing Breath of the Wild, time with VOTW2 and talk about a link to the past. Damn, I've never used so many acronyms, in one sentence. You're not confident about one. Yeah, that's okay. We'll maybe get more votes soon. This song. Where is it from, guys? Where is it from? You only have one chance. What is this song from? Paper, you got it. 10 points. Oops. Alright. Look at all these oranges. Okay. And this random Majima with the knife here. Wait, I'm gonna go give the link to Crystal. Emotes are free for Crystal. Ooh. What a deal, right? And I make all of her thumbnails too. All right. I think I need my coffee part 2. Second. Oh, thank you for the follows, guys. This guy with the knife. Get ready to get cut, oranges. You look so cute and juicy. Oh. Wait, I actually have the result. Wait, I need to show this to Crystal. This is so perfect. Majima just cutting the orange. I like this rip emote. Actually, I'll leave that here. It's good. Okay. Next. Oh, this one already had the little sparkle idea. Wow. It will be a debate on which of them should have the sparkles. Okay. All right. A cool orange. I'm gonna go grab my second cup of coffee. Don't go anywhere! Hey, bro. Damn it. Oh, hey. You gonna go have some supper? Aww. I appreciate that so much, Jack. Thank you so much. I hope you will be back too. Thanks for hanging out. Hi, Vibeen. Is that a Yakuza character? Yeah! Goro Majima. I've never played these games, but I hear some bits from Crystal playing the whole series right now. This song is actually so meaningful to me. Yeah, I will say all about it in my Zelda upcoming episode on YouTube, I guess. Now that I've decided that I'll make one. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. And of course, it's the most meaningful of the series, but just the time in my life that this game and song and everything came out, it just blew a little child's mind. Oh boy. Imagine you're playing Mario 3 on a Nintendo, which is a great game. And then they announce this amazing console with the crazy ass graphics and sounds, and then this masterpiece comes with the cute elf with the sword in some kind of a weird 3D world, and everything's animated, everything's beautiful, and you can just walk around and blow some bushes away with this amazing beautiful music. Man, this game just blew our world. It blew our world. Like, we were not done enjoying the NES Nintendo 8-bit, and then they came with the Super Nintendo, and it was just so revolutionary. Like, I think we'll never see that again. Because now, the difference between the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 5, I could not give a fuck about. It's so not the same anymore. Yeah, it's never going to be like the difference between the 8-bit and 16-bit systems. And then from that to PlayStation and Nintendo 64, the leaps were so big. It was always like just blowing your mind. Blowing your little gamer mind. Now, there's no amount of tech that will blow my mind unless it's like just like in Sword Art Online, and it puts me under, like you put the helmet on and it puts you under and you're like not conscious anymore, and you go in that fantasy world, and you can feel yourself like, oh my god, that would probably blow my mind. But I think we're very far from that. Yeah. This cute orange is very classy. It is a simple gig, you know. Once you have the mascot ready, it's just 20 oranges with the same color, the same style. You just need to work on the expressions. And they are very much emoji-like, because it's just round, just a circle with an expression, just like a Facebook emoji. So I just need to create some expressive emojis, and that's it. So it shouldn't be a big gig, even though I have like 20 or more emotes to make for this guy. It's not much more than a week of work. The cool thing is he's so generous, like he doesn't like underpaying his artists. I love that. And let's face it, everyone on Twitch is underpaid. Like the artists. for the same work, a company would pay so much more than what these content creators are paying. So it's weird. It's weird that the artists are expected to not charge higher than a certain amount. Anyway, but this is changing. This is changing, and advanced, experienced freelancers around Twitch are definitely pushing the bar, and they're like, "Fuck you! I'm charging 100 per emote. Fuck off." I like seeing it. Because you're literally selling a license of use for which people can monetize your art. It's insane. The value is just so incredible that the general public doesn't understand that value. Only artists and streamers with a certain experience understand. That's why they're all willing to pay that and pay a good artist. Anyways, sup Dom, sup chat. Y'all having a good hope, not a good now hope. I am having a good now, I hope. Yeah. What about you, Mama Yup? I am having a very good now today. It's so funny, random tangent time. I have been catching up, I mean, at least the past week, with the kaiju movies, which, if you don't know what a kaiju movie is, it's like big monster type of movie, because there's this movie Godzilla versus King Kong coming. It doesn't come out of nowhere. It's gonna be in the same franchise. They started a new franchise of Godzilla movies for North America, like in 2015, I think. Yeah, I'm not watching the old ones, but I started, let me see. They call it the Monsterverse series, so that's part of like a series in Japan with Godzilla versus all of the other monsters, and they created a version of those series for North America. Anyways, yeah, the 1998 movie American Godzilla sucked ass. The new ones though, like since 2015, they're fun. They're so fun. It's in the same series as King Kong Skull Island. It's all part of the same thing. So I caught up with the series. I watched King Kong or Kong Skull Island, and then I watched Godzilla 2015 or so. And then the second one, what was it called? Godzilla King of the Monsters was the second one, I think. And the other one after that is Godzilla vs. Kong. They're so fun. They have been really fun. I think they did a good job. You can't do much better with this weird concept. I think they did a good job. And while still being kind of slightly faithful to the original story in Japan. Yeah. So I had fun catching up with that. It's kind of a guilty pleasure type of movie. A monster movie. At least it had a plot, it had a reason. I don't know. They explained the whole Godzilla thing pretty okayly. I might steal these 2 stars here. Boop. Yeah, some things that you enjoy make you guilty of enjoying something overly nerdy, like um, Starship Troop. Like being a Starship Trooper fan is a guilty pleasure, I think, of a movie. Another one. What's that movie by Guillermo del Toro? Pacific Rim. That is such a. That is Totoro. Whatever. What? Guillermo del Toro, the amazing filmmaker. Pan's Labyrinth, Shape of Water, Hellboy, Pacific Rim. Come on, Kronos. He's great. He's great. Mimic. Anyways, Pacific Rim. That was such a geek idea. He pulled it off. Totoro it is. Damn it. You've seen like 20 movies, counting Harry Potter 1 to 5. Really? You're not a big movie watcher? I'm a huge movie watcher and series. I mean, I don't judge, you know. Nobody should watch movies if they don't enjoy the time spending watching movies. I enjoy it so much that it does make a lot more than enough sense for me. There's so much that I take from movies and series. Inspiration, entertainment, everything. So I don't like saying like, oh, you're missing out. Because if you don't like movies, you're not missing out on movies. Because if you start catching up with movies and you don't enjoy your time watching them, then what are you really missing out on? You know, you found them like too long. That's okay. As long as you have other hobbies that take the same role as movies take for me. I'm sure games do that for you, you know. They're like stories, but in a more interactive way that I guess maybe you like that more. And that makes sense. I've watched the entire Scooby-Doo franchise, which has to be at least 30 movies. Oh my god! The commitment to the Scooby-Doos. Nice. I mean, I know a lot of people, now that I'm on Twitch, who they just transpose the passion that I have for series and movies into anime. Like, they don't watch any movies or TV dramas, but only a shit ton of anime. I could not do that. I get bored. I consume anime, like, I pace myself. Fruit blush was removed. What's that? I love Fruit Basket. Fruit Basket better stay. Oh, Fruit Blush and emote. Oh. Loser Fruit emote. Wait, what? It's not on a Twitch emote anymore. What do you mean? The fruit ah? What? Yeah. Okay, well, I thought you talked about this one. You scared me. Like, if the fruit ah was not on Twitch anymore. it would have to be personal, like she has something against me because it's her favorite emote. So I don't know which emote. I don't know what's going on with her emotes. She hasn't got any new emote in a while. Sometimes she has these little emotes made by herself, I think. And then one day she replaces them by my art. But most of her current emotes are done by me. All of these. And then the rest is like a new batch based on her avatar on her. Wait, that's mine. Oh, that's mine too. Alright, I don't know. Thank you for liking the emotes I made for her. It's been a while since I like worked with her and talked to her, but she just doesn't need emotes. I mean, she has the same one since quite a while. Same with Hafu. Hafu is it's the coolest thing that happened in many years is me working with Hafu, because you know we're the same age. Me and Hafu are, I think, pretty much. We both played World of Warcraft when it came out at the same time, and we all knew about Hafu. She was part of this girl duo that were just crushing everyone in 2v2 arena, and I would sometimes face her and get destroyed by her. And I always had some kind of appreciation for her and her career overall. She was one of the earliest streamers too, with Rekful, and I was watching a lot of Rekful. Anyways, and like Hafu out of nowhere, she came to me to work with me, and it was such a cool connection for me to make. Yeah, and she has been so perfect. Like she was so sweet. I love just sweet, genuine, generous clients. Like really supportive, super sweet. I like when they break the barrier of celebrity with me. Like I like having personal connections to my clients. And she has been a 10 out of 10. Then I've been working with her boyfriend Dog Dog a little bit too. Been making some dog emotes for him. Yeah, so Hafu, it's been great working with Hafu. I think it's pretty cool that I'm working towards evolving my business past emotes. Like the next step after emotes. So I don't feel as vulnerable, you know, if there's a bunch of competition with emote artists or whatever. I'll be soon like over that and just make emotes almost for fun. Like I'll just keep my core favorite clients or work with more clients, but that are just like streamer friends, for example. Because eventually Etsy might become my main revenue. And I'll be making content that's not necessarily just emotes. It will be arts though, but not necessarily just emotes. Okay. You look mighty fine, ready for summer.
Dominic.
Thank you, Amy, for 3 months in a row. Dummy Lurk. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Now you're a cute little ghoul. I appreciate the resub. The music is so good in that game. I mean, that's actually from Kirby. It's Kirby music that is just that good. All credits to Kirby. But these remixes overall, just elevating the songs. You know, the last thing that I remember doing before the pandemic, just right before, like literally a week before it was announced that, oh, it's gonna get crazy and we need to shut down everything. Like in last year in March, I think. I don't remember. I think was it about around February that I. So the last thing that I remember doing socially outside is me and Crystal. We went to Montreal, and we watched. We went to a concert of Distant Worlds. You know, they are an orchestra that plays Final Fantasy music, like very very super official, and normally either Nobuo or other Square Enix composers, they come in and they give autographs and stuff. Unfortunately, because of the COVID thing, we didn't get any composer that time coming in for autographs. I was ready. I think I bought games to sign. Next time I go, I will bring Final Fantasy Tactics in case Nobuo is there, Uematsu, you know, and maybe FF15 in case the other composer, the I forgot her name, composer of Final Fantasy 15. I'm a big fan of these. They are wonderful composers. And when I was mostly a musician, they were a great inspiration for me. It's dark here. Maybe I should augment my lighting a little bit from the push of a button here on my Stream Deck. Queue up an ad for the key lights. If only I was big enough for ads. One day I'll be big enough for ad reads, right? One day I'll be big enough for Raid Shadow Legends? Fuck yeah! And Sarah won with a freaking sub? That deserves a dummy power. Damn, thank you so much for joining. Look at you. You became a regular and then you did the thing. You made the move. You became a little young devil, one of us. Appreciate it a ton. Thank you so much for joining. You're officially a Dami sub. You should also join. Everyone that's a sub, or actually non-subs too, but especially sub, you should go on my Discord. You should connect your Discord. I only said especially a sub because we mostly talk in the subscriber chat. Like we actually very active in the subscriber chat. And sadly a bit inactive in the general not subscriber chat. It's just to protect myself, you know. I prefer talking in the general chat and connecting with everyone and being very transparent. with the subscribers because they are much less likely to be ill-intentioned people compared to if I just randomly post my thoughts in the other general chat where anyone with bad intentions just could be reading that, you know. So at least I'm surrounded by actual supporters and people that care enough to support the stream. So that's why I talk more in the subscriber chat. Time to yonk a sub from Dami. Fruit evil. Thanks again. Well, hi Zartab. Came in for some chill. I don't know how long I have. I have to eat. I have a strict schedule. Yeah, I did make that one. I have a strict schedule for my intermittent fasting now and everything. I'm really trying to put my life in order lately. So I'm trying to work around my eating windows and times to figure out everything else, like work time and stuff. So lately I eat at 11 a.m. and at 6 p.m. Boom. This way I ate both of my meals in that 8-hour period. And then I'm good. And then I'm good. So I eat 2 meals in a period of 8 hours and hey, hopefully it works. Thanks, Mama Yup. It's one of your favorite emotes as well. Nice. Wait, I made also this one, the mom mad. Yeah. She wanted it to be very similar. It's kind of like the dummy pout in a different way. I've been doing that plus keto. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, okay. Changes are ridiculous. Ah, nice. Yeah, I know that you've been doing these insane changes. That's awesome. Still super proud. So yeah, I didn't know that you were also doing intermittent fasting. Can you tell me what your schedule was like for eating? Because when I started that last month, I don't think I was doing too good with it because I was doing like dinner and then really late kind of snack / meal, like an hour or 2 before bed. And then not eating until dinner time. For some reason, I didn't mind the whole not eating thing because I feel like it really trains your appetite to not exist. Like it trains your body to not be hungry too much. This really works. Like I'm rarely hungry and it's pretty awesome. But the thing is, eating just before bed made, I think, my metabolism so slow, like, that I think it screws up the fasting thing if you eat before bed. So I'm doing this thing, yeah, just 11 a.m. kind of brunch, either breakfast stuff or sandwiches, you know. So just 11 a.m. brunch and then dinner at 6, and I'm cool with that. And then I've been able past 2-3 weeks to not eat anything at night until the next day at 11, pretty successfully and almost without pain. Of course, sometimes I have some cravings, but without hunger. Like, it really solved the hunger thing. It's really interesting. It really trained my body to not really be hungry and be okay with long periods without eating. As long as I eat a big enough full meal. So you hope it works out for me? Thank you. But the other way, light dinner and heavy supper. Light dinner Oh yeah, dinner. Okay, yeah. He's French Canadian, so dinner is lunch. So light lunch, right? Okay, lunch and dinner. Light lunch. Yeah, similar to me, but I guess I'm adjusting. See, I feel like lately I've been eating a bit too big breakfast, and it doesn't help my productivity. I think I should eat much lighter for breakfast. So I'm gonna start eating lighter for breakfast and having that only one big meal for dinner. Hmm, nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool. There was a there was a time that I was trying to I was eating more oatmeal for breakfast, and every time I was feeling amazing and not very hungry for quite a while. It was so healthy and somehow like low calorie and kept me going for a long time. But the problem is I never crave oatmeal. It's one of those meals where it's so good for me, feel amazing, but I never crave it. So I'd rather have a bagel with an egg, you know? Yeah, it's not something you want to eat, but you should. And if you do, you feel good. So I should try to have a bit more, to force myself a bit more with those, having a bit more days where I eat more like oatmeal, yogurt, and stuff. So I'm working on that, guys. I'm working on it very hard. I'm excited. I'm excited to be back on track with the food. Overnight oats. Mm, yeah, yeah. Exactly. I agree. I'm getting there too, finding things that are like super tasty but healthy too. I have ideas for nice soups that I could have for side dishes instead of like really bad side dishes. You know, whatever works. Whatever works for you. Yeah, cereal is great. I love cereals. Um, that would definitely be healthier than some other of my breakfasts. So I'll probably add more cereals in the routine. Oh, Mr. Kellogg actually invented cereals? Huh. Poached eggs? I used to eat so much cereals. All of my school years. All cereals in the morning and often cereals at night before bed. Literally twice a day cereals. And I don't just swear by one brand. I like variety. I always have like, you know, every week I'll buy a different box. So I don't even know if I have like a favorite, honestly. I very much like variety for cereals. I saw a pretty funny tier list of cereals the other day on Twitter from a streamer, but there's a couple of American brands in there that I've never tried, and yeah, doesn't apply. Unless it's Cheerios. Yeah, but sometimes they are still a good trade. You know, sometimes they're still a good trade versus whatever else you eat for breakfast. Um, because there are some healthy ones, but still have quite a bit of sugar added. I think they are still a good trade. They're not as healthy as oatmeal, but still better than many other things. And I just dunk them in soy milk now. What like what brands? I don't know. There were a few American brands that I've never tried. We do have a lot of American brands though still. I like everything, seriously. I like many different types of cereal. There will even be days where just the regular cornflakes can work, even though I never have that. But like some days I could have that and it could be okay. Like it's weird. I remember liking a lot of honey, nut and honey Cheerios as a kid. There was this thing called Alpha Bits. I'm not sure if it's Canadian. Those were very sweet though. That's more on the sweet type. I like this one. Squares from Quaker. This is actually good. It's crunchy. I don't know if you guys have that down there. Raisin Brands. You know, what's your take on Raisin Brands? I feel like I love Raisin Brands, but only like once a year. Like after that, I'm over it. You don't have that? Okay. What about Raisin Brands? Don't tell me you don't have Raisin Bran. Okay, you got it. Yeah. And there's a lot of like off brands, Raisin Bran versions too. I actually like that. It's really sweet though. You know, it doesn't feel that healthy. They put so much sugar on these little raisins. But it's good. I like that. I kind of miss it. I miss it. But I get over it soon, like quickly. Mini wheats. I like mini wheats. They're also very sweet though. But pretty satisfying. But a bit too sweet. So also that's a treat, cereal mini wheats. Man, I should do my own tier list. Gets too soggy? Some people love the sogginess. Yeah, mini wheats. I would put them in like great, but a bit too sweet to have every day. Just like honey nut Cheerios. Great, but too sweet to have every day. Wait, what's the other one? Frosted Flakes. Way too sweet to have every day. Right? But absolutely tasty and great. Like, of course, I'd have that every day if it was healthy. But it's not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not healthy. It's so sweet. They're frosted flakes, basically. They are they are frosted with sugar. It's cornflakes with tons of sugar glued to it. Yeah. So that goes in the category of very tasty, but don't have it often. Fruit Loops. You should not have it ever. It's literally like eating ice cream. It's literally ice cream for breakfast. But it's very tasty. Just like, what's the other brand that's the same as that? I forgot. We have some right now. There's another brand that's very similar to Fruit Loops. forgot. It's the same though. It's actually really tasty, but it's like it's more than a dessert. It's Trix? Yeah, I think it's Trix. No, it's not Trix. Yes, it's Trix. Yes, it's Trix. Crystal bought that recently as a treat type of cereal. Because she only eats plain Cheerios. That's her everyday meal. Breakfast, plain Cheerios. And she thinks it's unhealthy, but I'm like, you know what? Plain Cheerios, it's not bad. It's probably not super whole grain or what, you know, it's probably a little bit processed and stuff, but of all the cereals, that has to be one of the least bad. But yeah, this one, yeah, it's very sweet. Very sweet, too sweet. I know. Why is this artist reviewing and rating cereals right now? I don't know. It's just what I do. Do you guys have Crispix? I love those. It might be a Canadian only Kellogg's thing. Those are fun. They have a fun texture and flavor. Those are fun, right? But so on top of all of those classics here, we have a lot of healthy cereals. The ones that are more like just it looks healthy on the box, you know, there's like some almonds, some good stuff in there with a little bit of sugar to make it edible. So there are some pretty tasty, like healthy-ish ones. Those are the ones I would buy. But yeah, on the tier list of that American streamer the other day, I just thought there was so many side flavors of the same brand, like chocolatey versions of anything, like chocolate Cheerios, chocolate whatever that I've never seen, like some quick flavored cereals. I never really had chocolatey cereals. Okay. Can I finish this? I have some D&D tonight, so I should get going soon. Oh, Cocoa Puffs. Yeah, I think someone listed that. It's in the list. I've never had that. Okay, team. Okay, team 1, 2, or 3. I don't know. Because this one also had the concept of those sparkles, which only one of these two emotes will have sparkles, probably. Yeah? Because maybe sparkles fit this emote more than the uwu here. Okay. Makes sense, because he's more smug, like, I'm looking good and I'm ready for the beach. Look at me. It's the Baywatch. The Baywatch emote. Now the cute one here, I could just maybe accentuate the cuteness, weebness a little bit. Bigger blushes. That might do it better. So maybe it doesn't need sparkles. I'll just leave that here. And this here. Well, we made 4 emotes in that short stream. But they were pre-sketched though. So it goes much faster. So tomorrow I will have to start sketching some more. So what do we have left? 3 more sketches for tomorrow, and then we start sketching new designs. Well, this is going well. This was a lot of fun. I appreciate the new subs today. And new follows. Oh! Oh! Valentine's Day gift from my fiance. This is why I do this. That's so cool. He framed it and it was Valentine's Day from the fiance. I love that so much. Yay. Well, that's why I want to make a lot more art that is not exclusive to one client. That's why I'll build my YouTube and Etsy. Then we're gonna have fun merch that everyone can get. It's so cool. It happened a couple times. The people on Etsy are just super sweet and they're like, this is for my son, this is for my fiance. It happened a couple times. Someone said, my husband is a giant fan of Dark Souls, so I'm gonna get that Dark Souls print from you. That's lovely. That makes me super happy. Now this is the perfect song to end the stream. Thank you Mamaya for stopping by. And thank you everyone for stopping by, for attending. Oh my god, that new PogChamp. I love you guys. I will be here very likely tomorrow. Tomorrow, more oranges, more vibes, more chill. It's gonna be another great day. So I hope to see you there. And good evening. Bye bye.